This presentation is sponsored by FlexPath DXP, Veriqual, identity verification with just a phone number.
Welcome everybody to our webinar, YouTube Done Right. It's this webinar. We do a lot of webinars at NVLA. It's mostly educational. It's members. A lot of times it's a member using a particular product or service, and it's like, wow, this would be something interesting to other members. And this is kind of where this came up. Jay, the YouTube guy, he started working with me on my YouTube channel, and I learned a lot. You can never be an expert at everything, so it's good to be great at one thing, and I think that's where kind of Jay comes in. And I just wanted to share what he's doing. He's gonna provide it's gonna be an educational track for us. Some of you may or may not be using YouTube, but we'll get into that. And without further ado, I'm going to just let Jay take it over from here, and I'll provide some probably back and forth since we're co-hosting this, and I'll probably have some questions for Jay as we go along. If anybody else has questions, happy to. I guess we could put those in the chat, or if you want to just I think you can raise your hand, and we'll get those questions. I'm sure there will be. Don't be shy to ask. YouTube's been around a long time, but there's so much to know about it. And I'm going to stop talking because I got to let Jay get in here. So, Jay, take it away.
Thanks so much, Terry. I'm going to go ahead and start by sharing my screen here. Put a little presentation together for you. I appreciate it. We are talking about YouTube the right way and why businesses have YouTube channels. My name is Jay. I'm a YouTube channel manager, host, producer, live streaming media expert. I have over 25 years of experience. I started my own ATI Auto Business YouTube channel in 2017. Today, my channel has over 17,000 subscribers and over 1,300 videos. That means I've personally produced an online ocean of content. So why do I do it? YouTube gets billions of views a day. It's the #1 online video platform in the world. And that's why I also help business professionals plan and record their own online videos, so they can repurpose their YouTube video content to other social media platforms like LinkedIn. And Terry had said to me, hey Jay, can you help me make a video? So let's take a look at a recent video short that I made with Terry. Let me make sure the sound is sharing here. Let's see here. Let me know if you can hear this.
How do we expand out?
Can you hear that?
No.
No. So I wonder if, Suzanne, I wonder if that's on, oh, here we go.
It worked the other day.
Yeah, here we go. Video and meetings.
How do we expand outside of what we're doing at the dealership as far as lead gen? You got your website, social media marketing, digital, pay-per-click, direct mail campaigns, which this works great for, by the way. Can you imagine getting a mailer that says, hey, scan this QR code and we'll show you everything you can buy for your monthly payment? That's pretty cool. What if each salesperson had their own personalized shop by payment QR code? Now, not only as a salesperson can I engage with people in the showroom and on the lot, but now I'm at home. I'm at my kid's soccer game. I'm at the coffee shop, and I hear somebody talking about buying a car. The conversation comes up. However, wherever, you can scan this code right here, and I can show you everything in our store that I fit your budget. I can do it right now, like right now. Can you imagine now as a salesperson, I can be anywhere and everywhere selling.
So Terry did a pretty
How do
great
we
job.
expand
Let me
outside of,
get past that. For not being a professional actor, Terry did a really great job.
I'm working on that.
Well, and that's part of the process. Actually, the FlexPath DXP channel is now 6 months old, and we've already made a lot of great video. And what's neat is that Terry really believes in the impact of YouTube video because, as he says, people don't connect with brands anymore. They connect with people. He also knows we don't focus on the views of the video. We focus on making short, meaningful, engaging videos that represent who we are and what we're talking about. We avoid these pitfalls because they don't work.
And let me throw something right here real quick, Jay. The shorts, and I was like, okay, I'm going to create, we create about 35, 40 minutes of video a month. We pick a topic and we go through and record. Jay then does the editing, and then we make these shorts, which is what you just saw. So that when and this is what I'm primarily using them for, if I post a LinkedIn message, I can complement that with a short of that subject. Same thing with LinkedIn, um, or any other type of messaging, whether it's a customer. I can email them a short video because the video does have an impact where the written word doesn't. So, and I've learned this just in the last couple of months. You've got wording, you've got images, and then you have video. And I found that when I use in my campaigns, whether it's an email or just a response from somebody, a text, I'll send a text to somebody that's not necessarily ghosted, but slow to respond. And this last week, text. I sent them an image, and all of a sudden it was like, wow, I'll take care of that tonight. So you got text, which people, again, they gloss over. Images, okay, wow. Video, even more substantial because now it's not just your eyes, it's your eyes and your ears that are paying attention, taking in that content. So I really have seen a difference in getting a response. I've seen dealers and other companies respond to emails with a personal video, a walk around of a vehicle or whatever, right? It works.
Thanks, Terry. I appreciate that. And I do a lot behind the scenes, as Terry knows, to be part of what's that easy visual success link video short, because that's really the product that you're driving for. So let's take a look at some other YouTube channels in automotive. Here's MavSign, 700 credit. And I noticed, because I'm passionate about the topic, that when you look at what they're doing, MavSign is sharing recent videos you can watch, video shorts. 700 credit is sharing newsletters that you can read. I see an opportunity here. And if they're not making money on YouTube, why is MavSign investing in making a channel? That seems to be a big question that I run across a lot. But they're building authority, leadership, education, credibility. MavSign is building trust in the B2B community as an influencer. So what's the ROI on that? This year we are leveraging video at NVLA 2026 conference. I'll be there to help businesses record new videos for their YouTube channels. I have a proven and recommended video workflow, making it easy and affordable to help get you started.
Let me throw something in here real quick, Jay. So where I thought, okay, creating videos, you don't have to have some complicated setup, but there are some basics. And it was funny because Jay, if you look at my background here, it's a real background. This is not a fake background. And we'll move things around. We look at lighting. We look at, I have this lighting stuff here that I would have never have had, but it kind of sets the stage because what you don't want, and you've all seen bad videos of people taking videos, noise in the background, whatever, distractions. There's just some basic stuff. And it was funny because, not funny, but pretty cool because I was at the Used Car Week conference. And after the show, they had the podium up there, right? It says Used Car Week. And you can see it on my YouTube channel. And what we did is we did a recording where I was behind the podium. It says Used Car Week, right? And we did my video recording there. And a lot of times Jay will ask, most of the time Jay asks questions. So it's a back and forth. It's not me just rambling on like it was in that short, which is fine because it's a short. But if you watch the whole video, Jay's asking questions, right? Now, obviously, these are not necessarily off the cuff questions. Sometimes they are because it's like, oh, well, tell me more about that. I'm kind of here interested in what you're saying about that. And then the conversation goes on. But the key is making it natural, making it easy, knowing your content, right? You got to know what you're talking about if you're going to be doing videos. That's important. Reading a script, I don't recommend that. Try to know what you're talking about. There is a practice. We do a call ahead of time to talk about what are we going to talk about? What's the concept or what's the theme this month that we're going to focus on? Jay does some research on that, making sure that we've got all aspects covered. Of course, what I want to talk about is important, but it's a collaborative effort, and it makes me feel more comfortable about what I'm doing. I'm not just sitting here turning on my recording and start recording something. It is a back and forth. It's like an interview type of thing, and it works really, really well.
I appreciate that. I agree with all that. As Terry knows that there's some things that I see people doing that I wish they wouldn't do because it's not engaging, and the viewer's not really liking it. Even though the words may be there, the elements aren't gelling. It's not a good video. And so it's important that we make something good because you've already got the speakers and you've got the education. You have all that. So now I have a proven way to help turn panel discussion speakers into engaging video interviews. There are so many different reasons and ways that we can make a good video short that represents not the full panel, but the individual speaker, because you're the focus. So, how many automotive businesses are adopting YouTube videos as part of their marketing strategy? Some estimates are as high as 90%. And I think we're seeing that. How does AI interact with YouTube video? Part of my job is to keep up with latest AI video trends. That's why the transcript of your video is so important. Did you know that AI is reading your video transcript when recommending your business?
That is important because we're having a session on AI anyway, but that is a huge aspect of making videos. And I thought at first, oh, transcripts, okay, people can hear it, or maybe they don't understand what I'm saying. Maybe they can read it, but it's not just about an individual. It's about AI reading your transcript and being able to surface that information that you're talking about when somebody types into ChatGPT or whatever a question about the topic that you're talking about. Now all of a sudden you become a subject matter expert on that because chat thinks you are because of what the content or the video and the content from the video.
Because the AI doesn't watch the video, it reads the transcript.
Right.
So it's a proven strategy of success for business professionals to increase new client engagement, leveraging video on social media. I'm giving you the process. This is what works. And you can do it on your own if you want to. Many people do. But I have people call me and say, you know what, I did try to do it on my own. Can we work together? Absolutely. That's what I'm here for. So my recommendation is invest in the YouTube channel. Start simple. Don't wait. And let me know if you want a copy of this presentation. My email address is autotransportintel@gmail.com. Does anybody have any questions?
Yeah, are there any questions? I mean, there's got to be a couple. Someone's got to, unless they are all.
We'll make some up. It's fine.
No. Well, let's see if we have some. But I will say that the what you were talking about before the previous screen about go back to that previous screen
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah. Let's talk about the process.
So
This is
yeah,
good.
the process again. It's a video that you record. There's multiple shorts that come from that. And then again, as you're figuring out your strategy for the month, what is it you're focused on? You know, if it's a certain type of vehicle, right? And I'm talking commercial, retail, it doesn't matter, right? You're focused on, it's a time of year, right? You want to provide content. Snowing, we need plows, we need snow plows, we want to sell snow plows, whatever it is. Think about it. There's every month basically has something going on that you can focus on a video, a theme for a video, then do your shorts and then do your marketing around that. LinkedIn, that's another thing I think we'll have in the future more is LinkedIn. I use that personally. It's a great B2B model. B2C, it can work because if you're on LinkedIn, you're probably driving a car, whether it's for commercial or retail or consumer purposes. You're on. Everybody's on there that I think that would be important to get to, but that's another topic. But anyway,
Tanya has a question. Yeah.
Good afternoon, Jay.
Hey.
Okay. So can you expand a little more or provide a little more detail concerning the transcripts? Like when you're recording and you're doing the transcripts, do you see reporting that shows results based on the transcripts behind the scenes?
So I'm glad you asked that. So let me clarify what a transcript is. But Terry, did you want to add something?
No, I was
okay. So the transcript, I'm so glad you asked that, because the transcript is the script of the words that were said. And it's only that. It's not reports, metrics, analytics, which I think is part of what you're asking about. So are you asking about analytics?
Yeah, I was just wondering if based on the transcripts, if the AI is kind of using just your words that you're saying in your video, is it matching it to get some sort of viewership results?
So viewership results, I'm going to say no.
Okay.
In just to be direct and answer your question. But what's happening is, just as when we use AI to get answers to our questions, AI will reference your website, which is really where your transcript wants to go. That's where you want to put it. The transcript and summary can be in the video interview portion of your YouTube description. And this is, I know I'm getting in the weeds here, but I want to answer your question, is that AI knows your business based on what you've put out there. Your LinkedIn posts, your website, and the text of your video transcript. And so that's why the transcript is mentioned, is that AI is not going to watch the video, but AI is going to read the video transcript, and the words that were said can be referenced in the AI answer to a consumer or a business.
Okay. That's helpful. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. And I do want to mention, I didn't go into my experience, but from film and video and TV and live events, I've done so much in analog traditional media that now as a YouTube expert, I just have seen the progression of how we went digital and how wonderful it is. With AI and digital video, we can do things. This wasn't possible 20 years ago. It just wasn't. Actually, 10 years ago, it was still tough.
Right.
What we
Yeah.
can do now with video shorts and texting links, it's unbelievable how fast we can communicate new information. And so, and also with a degree in marketing, I love talking about marketing, social media strategy, and that's really a lot of part one. Part one is a big part. What do we want to do? Another thing I see a lot of people do is they just hit record. You're not ready. There is strategy, prep, discussion, and maybe it's possible that when we do record, we don't love it and we need to do it again. That's why I look at this process like I look at the filmmaking process. There is a lot of rehearsal that goes into what we actually see as the final product. And I believe in that. Strategy, prep, rehearsal. That's pre-production. We do a lot.
And when you do that strategy, it makes it come off, the end results are more natural?
Yes, that's the
Okay.
point. Exactly. Because we're not creating a spectacle. Again, this is a problem we are seeing a lot. People are creating spectacle media. That's not what viewers want. That's what people may want, but that's not what the viewers want. The viewers want natural information that feels real. Like we're talking right now. That's the goal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for the question.
I think PJ's got a question, I'm sure.
Yeah, I was going to just a kind of a question. If you're going to let's say you're going to a conference and you wanted to put like a YouTube video out there that you're going to be at the XYZ heating and air conditioning show, working at booth XYZ, and you know come up and meet me.
Yes.
Is that like an appropriate thing if you had a list, of people that are going, you could click a link, and then the YouTube video pops up? Is that? I mean, it sounds like probably more of a beginner level, but
No, but I like that question, and I agree with yes. That's a good idea, and so the method. Okay, so this is recorded, maybe sitting at your desk or somewhere natural, right? And you don't give away everything, but yeah, it's a come see me. It's a reminder. Come see me. And here's one of the things that's happening is that in making this video, you're getting better at making videos. I don't even know if I have a slide for that because you do get better over time. We're not professional actors. We're people.
right.
In fact, you don't want to come off like an actor. That's one of the problems we see a lot. We disengage when we see this overexcitement. We just disengage. But I like that idea, and I'd love to see how that kind of video would do for you.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, good question.
Yeah, I think texting a short video, and these shorts are, they can be 30 seconds to a minute, whatever. They can even be shorter than that.
Yeah.
Like, hey, come see me at such and such. I'm going to be there. You can text that link to video to somebody and let them watch it, right? I mean, they're on their phones anyway, right? Most people are not on a computer or desktop. They're on their phones. So you've got to make sure the videos, they're short enough. I mean, we make the long ones and they're out there. They're on the YouTube channel so that the transcript, all of that's fed in, right? You still got to have the full video, and that's important. But the shorts also have the transcript, which you saw in the one that I did there. Great for just texting somebody, whatever it is.
And so a couple of components that we'll go into, let's say we're serious and we're going to do the come see me at my booth video, which again, I think is a great use for a video.
Yeah.
We just give enough time ahead of the show to make sure we have time to strategize, prep, and record. And part of the process, because I was going to pull up my process slide. Okay, it's 22. Is that the camera is on you. So by keeping it simple, that's another thing. I think too many videos are trying to do too many things, too many cameras, too many people. This is very simple, so it won't take a lot of time. It's a single shot of you talking, and we know that if our end result is the come see me in my booth video, then we shoot for that. We can also do some other recording within it. Maybe you got some LinkedIn messaging. Maybe you've got some marketing department messaging. Maybe a general company intro. While we're here, let's go ahead and take that. Let's get that. And then, and then we're off and running.
Well, and it's also where Jay can ask a question. So, PJ, what do you think is the most important thing that somebody's going to be getting out of this event, right? What, just like that, Jay will ask you the question, right? He's interviewing you so that you become the subject matter expert, and it's a learning thing. Jay's going to ask you the questions that other people are going to ask you anyway. So you might as well get them, ask them, get an answer for them, get the people so that even if they don't make the show, they're going to be like, shoot, God, I want to ask PJ about what he was just talking about, right? So even if they can't make the show, they can, or an after show video. And I just thought of this, like, hey, you weren't able to make it to the show. This is what you missed. You could record it at the show, like I did with mine at Used Car Week. I picked out that spot. I was like ahead of time, like 2 days before I got there. I was trying to figure out, okay, do I want to do it in a hallway where other people are? Do I want to do it in the exhibit hall? And it just so happened the last session finished, the big session where the podium was up there. So I was able to just like, and all the lights were still on. And I was like, I'm going up there to make my video. And it was pretty cool. I mean, it was really a lot of fun.
That was pretty cool. Suzanne has a question.
Thank you. I do have a question for both of you. So you've kind of spoken to three parts of the process. There's the planning, the discussion, what are we going to talk about in this video or what's the purpose of it, the actual recording of the video, and then the editing where you kind of break it apart into the different components. Mm-hmm. Can you speak to the time that's put into each of those three components and what might be where you spend the most amount of time and why?
Well, the quick answer, and anybody that works in production knows the answer, is editing. Editing is the hardest part. And editing is also tough because this is where expectations meet reality. Did we get it? Were we able to record it? Is it hard to figure out how to turn this into a short? These are some of the things that I've made so many video products that I just sometimes have a knack of figuring it out. But it isn't simple. So the more simple and straightforward and better the recording, the easier editing is. So it's also part of why they say editing in camera. And again, I know I'm getting in the weeds, but to answer your question, from the time we strategize, Terry and I are pulling off a 2-week turnaround. We'll strategize. I don't even know if we rehearse anymore because he's gotten so good at this. And then we just go. We have a strategy prep, and then we have a record, and then I edit, and it's on his channel within, I'll say 2 weeks, but sometimes it's 1 week, depending on.
It's really important. It could be a few days.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we've done that. That's right. Yeah. We recorded on a Wednesday. I had your short by Friday.
Yeah.
Because you said I need it, soon. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Does that answer the question? And so I want to add this too, is that sometimes, really importantly, is that sometimes we want our marketing department to just do this part too. That's a mistake. I work with marketing departments, but they have a different set of skills. So don't make your marketing department do your video. They're not ready for it. They don't want to tell you that, but they're not ready, and they really don't want that new responsibility. They tell me that.
Yeah.
Is it just because, like, Why would they say that? Is it just because
Yeah.
it's new to them, or they need more training,
Yeah,
or
well, it goes into, okay, one, let's talk about expectations. I believe in recording people in their office, okay? But marketing departments that haven't been producing video, they're thinking, well, we got to go, I don't know, get a stage, go in the parking lot, be in the customer showroom, and all these ideas that, well, you didn't really need to do that. That's just the beginning of the problem. Now that you're in the showroom, there's noise problems. You just don't have the understanding of a good production is not a spectacle. There's a reason Hollywood has sound stages to control all the elements. The lighting, the sound, the acting, the number of takes. The director takes the actor aside and says, "Hey, listen, here's what I need you to do." Those are the things that we do that I know, because I've been there. And making a spectacle video, you lose all control and ability to produce the video you were originally trying to produce. Then there's the
Yeah.
tools and the equipment, and there's just a lot to it.
Yeah, and Jay and I, when we first started this, it was again the tools, right? I mean, here's this light that I use, and the lighting and the sound. It's constantly checking, make sure everything's is in order, the background, whatever, right? I mean, it's adjust this, close the blinds a little bit more, depending on the time of day, and he's looking at that, right? He's seeing what looks right, and you know what? That also that prep right there for the video. Now when I do Zoom meetings or whatever, there's my background, right? I've got the Veriqual signage there. If I move my head, I got FlexPath on the thing. Now when you're doing your daily Zoom calls, you're automatically in that more professional environment because it's been set up. Jay's going to tell you, move this, do that, do that. And this is where I do my Zoom meetings. So,
And you can hear Terry has his level of understanding of video has gone way up. So now this is something I see too. Sometimes, I like this, then people get so used to doing it, they start making their own videos. Great. Great. I don't have to be there for every video. And actually, I don't want to be in the video. I wasn't in Terry's short. I'm the director. I'm here to help you. I'm not the star. You're the star.
yeah, that's true because I could again the only video I do with Jay is that um, monthly video theme. Then if I'm doing a video or I'm in another video, I'll show Jay it and he'll be like, let's do this to it. Let's put it on your YouTube channel because anything you create can go on your YouTube channel, not just this. So like if you look at the NVLA, anything that we do with NVLA, we could even have somebody, you remember PJ, oh my gosh, oh, I can't believe I forgot his name. He was my mentor when I was the first NVLA conference I went to in 2000. Uh, he was our photographer. He was our NVLA photographer. Oh my gosh, I can't. It's so bad.
Tad Yoder?
Tad Yoder, yeah.
Yeah.
Little Tad. He was the photographer. Now,
Right.
we could have somebody that just does some little recordings here and there for us that can post. And it doesn't even have to be at our show. So, for example, I'm going to be at Work Truck Week in a couple of weeks after our show in Indianapolis. I'm going to be there. My goal is to do some videos and for the NVLA channel. That could be pretty cool because as president, I need to be out there. I am supposedly the face of our organization. So I need to be out there helping to make those videos for the association. Jay's not involved in that, right? But now that I have had some experience in how to do some of this, I can do it. But that's not the back and forth interview question that Jay does with me on the monthly theme, right? This is a monthly theme and then everything else.
And it's great to have different types of videos. I love that you're doing that. I want to mention this too, is that Terry also noticed something in our conversations is that when you have a YouTube channel, you have a harbor of your video. And if you're involved in videos and you don't have a YouTube channel, in what way are you referencing those videos you've been in? Are you searching for links to share?
Mhm.
We all have LinkedIn and whatever else we have. Why don't you have a YouTube harbor of your video?
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly right. Because I was like, what was that video that I did with somebody else? And I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, we put it in the YouTube channel. Now I can find every video I've ever done. And you know what? When you first do a video, it goes private. Okay. Now I still have some in my private, my shorts, and Jay's always like, hey, he'll remind you, hey, get those out there. You recorded them, let's get them out there. But you know what I noticed? As soon as I do one, and here's um, another side thought. Does anybody have Google Alerts? And if you don't know what that is, you can Google Alerts. You can put. Let's just start with your name. Put your name in Google Alerts. Anytime your name is published somewhere on the internet, you get a notification that says your name, and then you click on it, and it shows you where. It'll link right to that. I do it for competitors. I do it for anything I'm looking up, and every day I'm getting emails about the topics that I want Google to let me know it found. My point being is one of them is FlexPath, Veriqual. I have not I have Google Alerts for those because those are my company names, right? You definitely want your company name, and not to get in another topic here, but put your company name in a Google Alert. That way, if somebody says something good about you, you're going to know. If somebody says something bad about you, you're going to know. Google Alerts. But when I put that video live, all of a sudden, ping, my Google Alert comes up and says, oh, there's something out there on the web about Veriqual or FlexPath. And I click on it, it's like, there's my video. So Google is also indexing that those videos, not just AI. So you get full coverage when you're doing videos with the context at the bottom, the words.
I know we're running long, and I just want to mention this, is that, and Terry has seen this too, the channel that I built, ATI Auto Business, is about the automotive industry and my attempt to put my arms around a very large industry. So I'm genuinely interested in different aspects of automotive business. Terry knows that if I see something that reminds me of something that we talked about or that he might be interested in, I let him know. I do that with all my clients because I genuinely want us to be making the most impactful videos that are relevant right now.
Yeah, so Jay's kind of like the Google Alerts for video or for content that you might want to respond to or post about. Yeah, it's really good. How much time do we have?
We've been talking for 40 minutes. That's pretty long.
Does
But
anybody-
we've done it before.
Yes.
Yeah.
And any other questions?
Questions.
Because I could talk for
Yeah,
a
no.
few
This
hours.
is a good stopping point.
Anybody else? Kirk? Nothing from Kirk. Nothing from Ken. EO. All right. Well,
Do you want to just see real quick, Terry, that get started at the conference slide? Do we want to for a second?
I do want to do that. Jay's going to be at the conference, okay? He's going to be there. If you want to talk to him, he's going to put together a special deal. This is what the deal I get, right? And it is a special deal. Even though I know we're not to promote, but he is going to be there. I'll introduce him to people. You want to talk to him. You don't have to hire him. You don't have to have him do stuff. You can just ask him questions because he will be there.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I love to talk about this. You don't have to. Yeah, absolutely.
okay.
And thank you.
Cool.
Thanks for all this time and this
Thank you,
conversation.
PJ?
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you to Jay for coming on and talking about it.
Thanks, PJ. I appreciate
Definitely,
that.
it's all new to me, so I appreciate the info.
Great.
And again, let me go back to what I just said in the beginning. If we're as members, we all use different companies, right?
Thank you.
And if you have a company you're using that you're like, man, this is great. I want to share this with our other members. Remember, we are a member organization. So we need to share and help each other. That's what this association is about. And that's what I'm doing. So, and I hope other people will too.
So Jay, thank you so much.
Thank
Is
you,
it
Tanya.
possible, are you able to share the presentation deck
Yeah.
with us?
Yes. I'm glad you
Okay.
asked. So please do send me an email. I'm going to put it on the screen. It is autotransportintel@gmail.com. That is actually the original. That's why it's called ATI Auto Business. Autotransportintel@gmail.com. Just send me an email. Say, hey, can I get a copy of the Y YouTube presentation? Or say whatever you want. But yeah, I'd be happy to give you a copy of this. If you want to take any questions offline, if you want to start talking about some ideas you have, that's what I do.
And the video is being recorded, so that'll be available to all members, actually. Okay.
Well, thank you so much, Jay and Terry.
Thank
This
you.
was very insightful, and we really appreciated all of the great information that you brought to us today. The takeaway for me was really kind of your almost like keep it simple method. So
Right.
that
Excellent. That's a good
that was
takeaway.
very insightful. So thank you very much, everyone. And for those of you attending the NVLA conference, we'll see you next week and looking forward to it. Thank you.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Terry. Thanks, Suzanne. This presentation is sponsored by FlexPath DXP, Veriqual, identity verification with just a phone number.